Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They'll look to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
30. 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 82 yards.
And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, right back to Gibson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the key.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted, a loss of a full 6 yards. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check safety, check safety.
To throw again on second down.
Powell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, man. No street.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
They'll go play action. Howell. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Smith will come in motion right.
Here we go, D. Get up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. We'll bring you updates all year, and the party just getting started here in Week 1 of the NFL season. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to... He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
They run the counter. Roth. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 9. Now they go play action with Howell.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Washington on 3rd down,
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
41 Mike. 42 middle.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Number 16's coming. Check mine. And let's get
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey. 4 down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Come on, boy. You gotta be right. Don't be scared of it. Number 16's coming. Check. Ready? Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So here we go, fourth down, Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Smith, the man in motion left.
Let's put that team on the bus.
2nd and 13.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 4. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Gibson.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Gibson again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
A beautiful fake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a give right side. It's Roth, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A give up the middle to Gibson.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You got
From the 41, Howell steps away to his left. 20! And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and inches. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be some out that way at all, and you're exactly